well today. So first of all, I would like to apologize for being absent for so long, but as I've mentioned, I am visiting my family over in the States right now, and I've just kind of taken some time off from filming videos and focused more on, the family that I'm here to see and everything, but that has not stopped me from shopping, obviously. So I wanted to share the few books and supply items that I picked up while I was here. So everything that I'm going to show you, I've acquired since August 20th. And yeah, some of the things I'll be bringing back to Germany with me. Some of them will be staying here, and I'll kind of touch more upon that as we get into it. But yeah, let's hop and trot on in. So the first book that I picked up is a book that I actually ordered while I was still in Germany. So this is The Creative Haven Around the World by George Tufeksis. I absolutely adore his books. I think they're wonderful. I do own a handful of them. And this is the newest one. And I had pre-ordered it on German Amazon, and then for some reason they canceled the order, and now you can't get this book there. Well, at least as of like mid-August, when's the last time I checked. So I knew I was coming to the States, so I just pre-ordered it, where I ordered it on the American Amazon and had it shipped to my parents' house. So this is one that I knew I was going to purchase. The rest was just a pleasant surprise. But this book is great. It's this typical format of his books. You have all the solutions through here and in the front. It's great. I've already done a couple pages in here. I guess I could show you maybe. So I have this one here that is, according to the side, it's Athens, Greece. And yeah, I love this book. This book will be coming back to Germany with me to add to my George Tufeksis collection, because like I said, I do own a handful of them. I have the Christmas one. Oh gosh, the city sites, the autumn one, the country farm one, I think. I don't even know. I kind of went on a binger with his books the last couple weeks I was in Germany, and I bought a handful of them. So I'm just glad to add this to the collection. The next book I picked up was just something that I came across on Amazon. This was a new release at the time, and it's a colorful pattern, color by numbers, by Cactus Girl, which I think it was Jennifer, I want to say Rowling, but no. Jennifer something. She used to have books with a different publisher. Now I of course can't find the name. But yeah, I knew I liked her stuff, and I love a good pattern, especially color by number. So I snagged it up, and I did do a couple of pages in here. And since I'm visiting my family, I'm staying with my parents. And I asked my mom if she would like to color with me, and this book was just the most up her alley, because it's super relaxing. You don't have to worry about colors. There's zero stress involved. So I did do, I think, 2 pages in here, but I will actually be leaving this book to my mom. So this is a page that I started, but I didn't finish. This is one that I did do. So the patterns are quite simple, but you do have the colors on the side here. And yeah, my mom has really been enjoying this book, so I am going to leave it for her. So this is another page that I did. Yeah, but I do like this book, nothing against it. It's just that my mother's enjoying coloring in it, and let's be honest, I have more than enough books to keep me entertained. The next book that I snagged up for myself was kind of a surprise to me that I gravitated towards it, but I checked out this little bookstore, and they actually had a really nice coloring book section. I was pleasantly surprised, and this was one of them. This is a Teresa Goodridge Autumn Scenes coloring book by Creative Haven. And I don't own anything but Teresa Goodridge. Her imagery, I think, is gorgeous, but it has always kind of intimidated me, with the outdoor scenes and the people. And I don't know. I've always been kind of scared to try. But something about this, I was in a comfy, cozy autumn kind of mood that day, I guess. So I snagged up this book, and I think this has started a Teresa Goodridge addiction, to be honest. So this is the page that I did in this book, and I love it. I absolutely love the page. The image came out really well. I really enjoyed the pencils that I used in here. I'll actually mention them a little bit later. They're brand new to me as well. So yeah, I love this book. I now want all of her books. I love this page, but I'm holding off on it because I want to get more practice in this book before I tackle this one, because it might be my favorite picture in the book. So it's autumn. It's awesome. I combined autumn and awesome. It is fabulous. I would highly recommend. I know she has a new, a new autumn book as well. It's not Autumn Scenes, autumn something, because I always confuse the two, but if I flip through the pages, I know it's this one or the other one. I don't know if that makes sense, but she does have multiple autumn books. And speaking of purchasing books that I never thought I would, I decided to tackle my fear and purchase a Kirby Rosanna's book. So I picked up Color Morphia because it has a little bit from a variety of his books, and I figured it was a good way to try them out, and then if I really like certain images over others, I could buy the actual book. So I think everybody has seen this book or his art style. So I did do one page. I did this one. Again, I will talk about the pencils in a minute. I love it. I really enjoy how it turned out. I do want to go back to it and do something with the background. It won't be anything elaborate because obviously like the imagery is already really detailed, but maybe some sort of shading, light shading of a color. But I love it. I really enjoyed working in this book. My mom helped me pick out the colors. It was a lovely time. So I'm glad I was able to kind of get over my fear of his artwork, but yeah, I am still hesitant to buy more Kirby books because the images are not all my cup of tea, but I did really enjoy the one that I did. And there's a handful of other images in here that I want to work on because I wouldn't have purchased the books if it was just the one picture that I liked. And then yesterday, my mother and I ended up at a Barnes and Noble, and of course they had a huge coloring section. And it was funny, we went in because I was like, I want to check out their coloring books. I ended up purchasing none, and my mother purchased 2. So I figured I would just quickly show them because we did pick them up, but these are for my mom. They are not mine. So she decided to go for the Creative Haven Floral Design Color by Number, and this is a Jessica Mazurkowicz book. And yeah, she just really likes color by number because of the relaxation aspect. And these images are really beautiful, and they're not crazy detailed, but they're still very beautiful. So she hasn't worked in this yet, but I'm so excited. It's really nice to have people in your life who, you know, kind of are interested in your hobbies. And yeah, I'm really glad my mom has enjoyed coloring and is giving it a shot. So she picked up this one, and I've actually been eyeing this book for myself for a while too because it's really nice. But like I said, I have more than enough books right now, so this one is staying here with my mom. And the next one, ironically, also a Jessica Mazurkowicz book. And she surprised me here with this one. So I picked up this book to look at it for myself. It's The Cozy Christmas by Jessica Mazurkowicz. And as soon as I opened it and had these really cute images, my mom was like, I want that one. And I was like, well, it's not color by number, you know? And she's like, it's fine, but I want it. And I was like, okay. So my mom picked out this one, and it is very cozy. And again, ironically, I've also had my eye on this one. Like, look how adorable. So I was thinking maybe in the future, I will pick this one up for myself as well, because they do sell this on Amazon. And maybe we can do a distant buddy color. Me from Germany, my mom from the US. But yeah, the images are really, really pretty. I have one of Jessica Mazurkowicz's book. It's the Huga one, and I really, really adore it. So her stuff was great, and I guess this was a really heavy Creative Haven haul. 4 out of the 6 books were from them, but you know, they do great stuff. And that was actually it for the coloring books. So moving on to the supplies, I tried out 2 different colored pencil sets. So they are the Prismacolor, the 12 pack, and then the Faber-Castell, the Gold Faber, sorry, also the 12 pack. I just found these at Walmart, and I was really surprised. I picked up the Prismacolors first, and these are the pencils that I used for the Kirby page as well as that pumpkin snowman page that I did. And this is actually a second set. So I loved the first set that I bought so much. Of course, I can't open it now. Let's see. that I snagged up a second set. Unfortunately, these pencils are more pricey in Germany, so I figured I would get myself a second set while I am here and take them back with me because I love them so much. In my first set, the red is like this big now. Some of my, I think the blues are also looking really beat up. So I'm really glad to have my hands on a second set. And I do hope to own the really big, is it the 150 set at some point? They're just kind of really pricey and I don't want to travel with them because they are really heavy. So one day, but I'm really glad I got to try them. I had never worked with Prismacolors before. And then also, since these went so well, I was like, why not just try out these as well? Because I've heard people talk about the Fabers, these pencils before. And I picked them up. I think there was like $13 or $14. And I have to say, I'm not the biggest fan of these. And I was really surprised because so many people talk about these pencils. But they are so hard. Like the lead is so hard, especially coming to these after using the Prismacolors. I was like, what the heck is this? They're super scratchy. So I don't know. I feel like I need to try them again in a different book. So I used them in a Creative Haven book. I tried to use these on the Pumpkin Snowman page. And they are incorporated throughout that picture a bit, maybe for some detailing and stuff. But I want to try them in a different book, like on different quality of paper, because, you know, so many people love these pencils that I feel obligated to give them another shot because maybe it was just the paper wasn't right for them. So if you have these pencils and you use them and you enjoy them, like what books work best with these pencils? What companies, what artists, you know, what quality of paper. So I was thinking of trying them in a Kirby book and then maybe perhaps a Johanna Basford book to see if the different like toothiness and thicknesses of paper work better with these. So I'll definitely give them another shot. As of right now, I'm really not impressed. The colors are really pretty. I'll give them that. Like in this 12, the basic 12 set, the colors are the primary colors and, you know, the basics, but they're really nice hues. But as of right now, they're just so incredibly scratchy that I couldn't, especially compared to the Prismas. It was day and night. And then moving on to some high-end packaging here in my lovely Ziploc bag. But I picked up these Papermate, if I can get them out, Papermate Fine Tipped something, Papermate Flare. Glad I can read. I just took them out of their packaging and put them in the Ziploc because the packaging that they came in was annoying me. It was just not good. So I just put them in this bag and I've actually been really liking these. I used a bunch of these in my, gosh, is it Around the World? The Color by Number by George Tufexes. I used a bunch of these because there's a lot of really good shades in here, so I do really enjoy these. This is not all of them, there's more. I have like a little baggie on the table with some of the markers that my mom and I have been using for the Color by Numbers. So, but I do really like these. I haven't really decided if I'm bringing them to Germany with me just yet. I might leave them for my mom, and that's again not because they're not good or anything. It's because I kind of bought a lot of stuff and I have to make sure that I hit the weight for the flight. You know, don't want to overpack. But I do really like these, and I think they would be really nice also if you journaling, like if you do little sketches in there, or even for planning, they are fine tipped enough that you can write in them. So really like these, you know, 10 out of 10 for the packaging. And the last thing that I bought was actually one of the first things that I bought is another pack of the Supertips. I wanted to buy them for the Color by Number books, and you know, the pack of 100's not super expensive. I just got it off of Amazon, and I have this exact same one back in Germany, so I knew I liked them. I knew they were good. My German pack is like on its last dying leg. I've thrown out about a third of them. The other 2/3 are like barely pigmented. So I was just gonna kind of, you know, go through those and maybe toss the duds at this point and have the new set. I think everybody knows what they look like. The lid's kind of been beat up at this point. But again, I kind of bought way too much stuff while I've been here. It's honestly not even stuff for me. It's all gifts. I purchased way too many gifts for all my friends. And I might be leaving this here for my mom. Actually, I know I am, because now that she's doing the color by number books, I want her to have these markers. She's really been enjoying using them, and they're wonderful. So these are going to be staying here with my mother, and I will probably just purchase myself another set when I get back to Germany. Just snag them off of Amazon, because I do use these in my Hatchet Heroes books. So I do want to have a nice set around. You know, the fact that my current set is not doing well is a good sign. That means that I used them. So yeah, these are wonderful. I'm sure everybody's heard of them. If you've been on the fence about getting them, you should. They're great. And that was actually it. So that was everything that myself and my mother have purchased coloring wise in the last month and a half. I am going back in a couple of days, so it's definitely bittersweet. I think I'm going to post kind of a coloring chat about everything that I've been doing and kind of, you know, the vacation and everything that happened. But yeah, look out for that. And also I'm going to do another upcoming releases video, like about books. So yeah, if you like the kind of content, please do subscribe, and that'll be upcoming very soon. And I'll see everybody in the next one. Bye.